Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So in this video we're looking at BLOCKLORDS Dynasty, which is a sort of companion game to the sort of main PC BLOCKLORDS strategy game that's been out in various forms for over a year now, I think. Dynasty came out about 3 weeks ago, so it is related in some senses in terms of some of the NFTs, but it's sort of a companion app in which you're doing some other things in terms of it does feed into the PC game later, or it will do later, but at the moment it's sort of a standalone game with its own sort of resources. And in particular, because the Lords token, which is the underlying token for the game, has just gone live, there's a sort of big element of playing Dynasty to get the Lords token. Before we go into actually how it works, it's actually, I'm playing this on a PC browser. It's designed for mobile actually, so it's a sort of mobile designed browser game running on the base blockchain. That's different. The main BLOCKLORDS game actually has assets on Immutable X and Polygon. The Lords token has gone live on Ethereum, and this game's running on Base, which is a L2 for Ethereum. But before we look at that, one interesting thing that seems to be happening now, if we go to DApp Radar, so DApp Radar is a looks at on-chain activity. We can see here for the page for BLOCKLORDS Dynasty that it is really growing quite quickly. So it's sort of, even though it launched at the start of July, it wasn't really much going on. And then I think as anticipation has been created around the Lords token going live, which went live yesterday, we've seen very strong growth. So now it's up to, yesterday it was 80,000 daily active unique wallets. And I think a lot of those are bots, I have to say. So maybe when we go through this video and I start to do stuff, you'll see stuff popping up saying you have been banned, blah, 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 blah. It seems to be happening quite a lot. That because the game is sort of free to play, and it looks like the developer is also subsidizing transactions. So when you do a transaction, you're not actually paying for the gas fee. On Base, that would be not very much at all, but obviously you would need to have Ethereum bridged over to your wallet in order to do that, and most people aren't going to do that. So it looks like the developer's paying for it. It looks like they're actually getting botted. The other thing is they give you a free NFT when you play the game. I'd like to start you off with first character NFT. So it looks like people are botting, coming in, creating accounts, getting the free NFT and trying to sell it for not much money. There's also other ways in which they can actually participate in the game and game in-game sort of assets, and then potentially they can get some Lords tokens at the end of it. I'm not quite sure that many people are botting it for that. It seems a bit more straightforward that they're just botting it for the free NFT and trying to sell it. But anyway, we'll have a look. So these are my heroes. So I've been, I actually have bridged some ETH over to the Coinbase, the base address that the game creates for you. So it's it creates a wallet for you. I haven't looked into getting the keys for that yet. I don't know if I can. But anyway, when you start off, you get a jester. So this jester here, Rhett Flamsum, he's basically the jester is the free character everyone gets who starts playing this game, here it gives you the health. So his health is currently 387 of a maximum of 396. So the health of these characters goes up one unit per minute. So they will recharge over time. But if they are killed in battle, so if you basically use him up and his health goes to 0, then he's dead. Same for any of these characters. You can see I've also bought some characters. So these are other NFTs that are available. These are some of the NFT characters that were in the main game, which I don't know how they've been bridged over to Base. Not sure about that, but anyway, they're pretty cheap. So these are like not even $1 to buy these. I don't think. So you can see here these other ones have better sort of health metrics. So this one has a maximum of 864, but she's a bit down because she's been used in battle. And also you can see here the stats. So the Jester stat has an attack of 38 and a defense of 37, whereas she has an attack of 96 and a defense of 80. So they have better stats here. Obviously, if they're better rank characters. So there's a basic there's two options here. There's missions, which are these. I've actually done this one. I've only done one mission. You go to a mission here, and basically you just select 3 of your characters to fight. You don't see anything. There's nothing graphical on screen. You're just literally fighting against sort of these random characters. We can see their health sort of levels there. So obviously you want to make sure your character's not on low health, but we could do we could go and put my jester in there, so now we can see we've added his stats in there. We can add this character. We can now see we're beating that other. We're winning on attack and just one under on defense. And I could just choose who else. So I got. I could choose that one as well. Okay, so those are my 3 characters. I'm locking them in. I've got 100% chance of winning, and I've got 100% chance of a bonus. I'm winning this. This is sort of the in-game sort of currency, this star currency, and I use that for various things. So you can see roughly what I'm going to sort of win there. And it says start free, and this is when we see how the transaction stuff happens. So I hit here, it's going to, so I'm sending me what I'm doing. This is going to cost me, it's going to be free. So confirm and send. So it's doing a transaction, it's looking at the wallets. So there is an estimated fee here. So am I paying for this? Yeah, maybe I am, I don't know. I'm signing this message, and there we go. So I think maybe some of the early transactions you didn't have to pay for, but maybe if you're doing more transactions you do have to pay for it. So we can see here now this one is in progress. It's going to take a minute, so that one's finishing off. So those are missions. The other things that there are duels. So these are head-to-head ones. So I can enter the arena, and I'll pick a hero. I'll pick my best hero here. So that's selected. I can choose a dual strategy. So this is just like a rock, paper, scissors. Doesn't really matter what you're doing here. Send her off into battle. So again, this is saying it's free. Looks like this is saying it's free in terms of that in-game currency, that star currency. So maybe it won't be at some point. It's actually saying here this is the transaction. So it is actually a tiny bit of ETH that I'm actually paying, and I have this amount of ETH left. You know, in terms of the bot things, it is, but you are paying some ETH, but it's tiny. You're not going to spend any money really on transactions as long as you've sent some ETH over. So now again, this duel's in progress. We can see here I'm much stronger than this other character, so I'm probably going to win. Okay, so that's played out. We can look at the result, get a little animation. Looks like she's lost. So I failed. I only get 15, and I get plus 50 there as well. And actually lost 200, so it's quite a defeat. He lost 158. Okay, so finish the duel again. I'm going to have to sign this out. It's 0.000001 effectively. What's that? I mean, yeah, like. Not even obviously one cent, because it's not showing up as 1 cent. So there we go. Fight over. Okay, so we can now see. Go back to the other thing we were looking at was missions, wasn't it? So in progress. This mission is now ended. So I can click on here. Success. I won a whole bunch of stuff here. So again, I'm going and I'm going to have to pay for this transaction, but it's basically 0. I'm not paying anything. And what's happening is I'm collecting up this this star resource, and we'll go and have a look at what that means now, if I know what I'm doing. Okay, so obviously the whole point would be to have a whole bunch of these going at once. So I would need a whole bunch of more characters. I need to go and buy some more characters. We can go and have a look at that as well. So I think here we go. So this is the house. So I've got 5 heroes. I'm level 1. This is my game name. No items, nothing. Orbs are an important thing we could sort of have a look at maybe. So I think, how do I level up? So I level up here. It's going to need, I need 500 to level up. I've got 805 now, so that's good. So I'm going to level up. I'm going to unlock more duels, more missions, more banner burns. These are sort of deeper sort of things where you can burn assets to get. Yeah, you can just get more sort of assets. So next one I need 2,000. So that didn't use up. That was odd. Didn't use up what I thought it was going to use up. Maybe I've been given some more because I've leveled up to level 2. So we can see here all the way I'm leveling up with different things that are unlocking. Oh, so I can I resort? Can I? Oh, so I can research these. Let's go. But I need 1,000. Okay, so there's extra things I can do there. It's weird. It's not showing up these here. These are what the extra things I can do. Get the research going. So now I'm level 2, and should be doing some research, but I need to go and be getting some more characters. So what I would probably do is go to the market. So we can see here I could buy orbs. Fallen heroes are heroes that are, their health's gone to zero, so they're not worth anything. Banners are these things that actually been around for ages. These were the first asset available for block lords. You see they're sort of very expensive, and you can burn those. I can't remember quite what you get. I think you have to burn them in specific you have to have in specific ingredients. So like specific. If you burn a silver worm and a silver bear and a silver targ, you get something out. I mean that was as I remember how it works. Fallen heroes obviously worthless, pretty much. Heroes. So you can see here if I sort by price, and that's the wrong way around. If I sort by lowest price first, you can just see there's obviously loads of these jesters because they're the things that everyone gets for free. So it's not a very good way of doing it. And there's literally, because there's so many bots I think coming in and making accounts, they're just like literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So we might sort of want to do something like this. Actually, so we can see here some of the other characters, but we have to be a bit careful about price because some of these are not well priced. There's not actually a very good filtering system here because I might actually want to filter for some of these different characters and see which. At the moment, I'm just sort of guessing on price. I've not actually got that much ETH left, oh, he's probably okay because that's zero. Oh, how much ETH have I got left? So that's pretty good, 800. Let's see if I've got enough ETH. I'm not sure. What is he? And I haven't got enough left then, have I? Because that's gonna that's yeah. So that's gonna be 9. So I've not got enough there. It's 2 zeros. So here we see the first of the non-jesters. So you see they're coming in at 0.003. And these characters are, these are entry-level characters. These are sort of slightly better than the jester, not really by much, but obviously if I'm going to need a whole bunch of these heroes just to sort of bulk out what I'm doing, so this one's actually, that's compared to 24 cents, this is 90 cents now, so yeah, that's quite a bit more expensive. Probably if you're really wanting to just bulk out, you're better off just buying jesters and sort of using them up in a sort of a tank rush sort of situation. Okay, so building those up, and now probably want to get back into doing some activities. So 7 heroes, and I want to be that's orbs. So this is the orbs thing. So we can see here I need to collect 10,000 of these stars in order to get one chest. Chest has a different sort of drop rate. What you're going to get out, I guess maybe some chests are then going to have these characters as well. So if you buy a chest and burn it, you're going to get unlikely you're going to get an orb. You might do. There's 10,000 of these, and that's the current supply. So that's really what people are doing. They're sort of trying to build up to get these as much of this resource as possible, and this is sort of the end game, is to get these orbs. And if we go here to the orb thing here, so orbs is game drop 3. So this is sort of the first 2 airdrops for the Lord's token were just in the PC game. This is to get these orbs, and really there's only 100 of these mythic orbs which you can players aim to collect a complete set of orbs to create a mythic orb. I mean, that's going to be super impossible. Obviously there's only 100 of those, so players are not going to aim to do that at all, but you can get some orbs, and then you can burn your orbs to partake in the Lord's prize pool. So basically, if you get enough of that star currency, you can then buy a treasure chest. You can then open that. If you get an orb, you basically have then got some Lord's tokens. So I think that's the sort of mechanic why people are sort of playing the game, and that's why people are sort of bots are getting involved to try and sort of get as much of that. So we'll see how it pans out. It's actually I think interesting. It's an interesting approach, and a bit more accessible. I guess the problem for the main BLOCKLORDS game is it's a PC game. Get it through the Epic Game Store, and you have to have it on all the time. So the in-game time, real time in-game is in-game time. It's not like you spend and you shut down the game and an hour happens in the game. It's the hour happens if you have the game live on your PC. So you have to have the game sort of open all the time to play it, which is a bit difficult, I think, for most people. Interesting design choice that they've made there. I suppose it stops sort of botting and that sort of thing. But anyway, that's what's going on at the moment with Dynasty. Dynasty is free to play. If you go in, you'll get a free jester, and you can sort of get a rough idea of how the game works. But you're not really going to get very far unless you're spending money to buy extra characters and sort of start to really sort of grind that sort of thing out. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. See you again soon.